The Kind Baker and the Greedy One. In a small Italian village by the sea, the air was always thick with the wonderful smell of warm bread. Every morning, the town woke up to the sound of rolling pins and the heat of baking ovens. There were 2 bakers in the village, Marco and Paolo. Marco, the first baker, was kind. He always gave extra rolls to hungry children and smiled at every customer who passed his door. Paolo, the second baker, was greedy. He counted every coin twice and measured every crumb. He never, ever shared, believing that every tiny piece of dough was a tiny piece of money. One quiet afternoon, a tired old woman walked into the village. She wore a patched cloak and carried a wooden walking stick. She looked very, very hungry. She stopped first at Marco's bakery. "Kind sir," she whispered, "I have no money. Could you spare a piece of bread for a weary traveler?" Marco smiled and did not hesitate. He picked out the warmest, roundest loaf. "Please, take this whole one, good traveler," he said. "A warm heart needs a full stomach." Then she went to Paolo's shop and asked the same thing. Paolo scowled and puffed up his chest. "Go away," he shouted. "I am not running a charity. Every crumb costs money here." The old woman turned back and stood for a moment outside Marco's door. She smiled brightly at him and said, "You will always have bread, kind man, and your heart will always be warm." Then she simply vanished, leaving only a puff of sea mist behind. From that day on, Marco's bakery was always full of happy customers. His loaves never burned, and he always had enough to share. But Paolo's oven stopped working entirely. No matter how hard he tried to fix it, his shop was always empty. And that is why people in the small Italian village by the sea still say, "Warm bread comes from a warm heart," all because of the simple kindness of the baker named Marco.